I have to add myself to the stage. I always forget that part. Yeah, I don't uh, good thing I in the background forgot to mute it because I realized you guys couldn't hear me. Hello, I boomered. Welcome to another DNV Investigations. I am Vicky, the one who can't quite ever figure this out. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, Michael Shanks. Nice to see you. How are you this evening? Always nice to have the fake producer in the house. Hello, Snugs. How are you tonight? And Mike McMahon Art, how are you? I hope you're feeling well. Oh, what a week. You know, we were going to have a Liam free zone tonight, and then something amazing happened. I know, on Fins in the chat, I think I said either the Rue died or he did, and that was the only way I was going to stream about him, but Liam was doing a drawing stream earlier this evening. He was drawing Cyber Frog. Of course, nobody could see what he was actually drawing because his immense mass blocked the entire easel. And, well, he was playing music along the way, and, well, he got. Not got, like, taken down, but you know that thing where you're violating someone's copyright and, like, your stream just goes down, and then it comes back up when you turn it off? Yeah. Yeah, that happened to Liam. Only Liam was sure and certain that it took down his stream. So we're gonna show you that because it was glorious. We had Liam bitching to his wife, thinking that he's off camera and that the stream is done, and, oh, I managed to clip about half of I clipped the whole thing until he realized that he was on, and, I'll show you guys about half of it because it gets a little repetitive, and then he starts talking about making paintbrushes or something silly. Also, we had the end of the Jack show. Yeah, the continuing saga of Malin's fake fucking closeout continues, only now it is taken down. Probably the second most watched show in Comicsgate. Yeah, done. Fini. So we're gonna explore what led to that. We're gonna explore the aftermath. And also, um, Ethan Ralph and Nick Rekieta were on Ethan Van Sciver's stream together. Now, this was supposed to be one of his typical trash casts, talk trash about Eric July for a few hours, and then he has a surprise guest. And then he invites another surprise guest. And there was aftermath from that too. We're gonna go over it because I went through a 6-hour kill stream. Not just any kill stream, mind you. It wasn't. This was a special kill stream. This was the oh, what was it? The Fuck Mersh stream. Yes, the Fuck Mersh Festival. Yeah, Ethan decided to try to insert himself in the middle of a sector war because he's a retard. Yeah, yes. Enough oars were not grabbed. And oh God, the vision I just had in my head as I said that was from Richard Meyer's porno, where they literally grabbed an oar. Yeah, yes. The gun roasted Ethan, and I clipped it. Oh, I was planning on like a whole extra segment just about Mersh and Ralph and everything that's going on over in the sector. Oh man, watching that stream. Oh, it was like nostalgia, man. Ralph was just prime. Like the Ralph male was out in fucking force, man. Only this one's sober, you know? And Jesse from Pod Awful was on there, Memology, he had a whole bunch of people on the stream, including those weird, and I never say it right, Dabbleverse, Dabbleverse. It's got to be Dabble because Dapple's a horse, right? Those weirdos, because they're beefing with Nick, and and he was talking about the old days, and it was so good, you know. Yeah, it was just a nostalgia trip, man. And I'm sorry, but real life got in the way today. You know, I decided to do this like spread it out over 3 days thing, getting ready for the stream, taking my time so I don't feel rushed and I can actually eat and go to the grocery store and I don't know, maybe go out and do something like things that I like life instead of just spending crunching. And today life just got in the way of my plans. So I don't have the Ethan Ralph stream, but I do have the Ethan and Rackets and Ethan and then Ethan. It, one Ethan tried to gay up another Ethan, and things just blew up in an Ethan's face. And I'm gonna show you all about it. Like, that's the best I've got. I think we'll start with Liam just because he doesn't really fit into the rest of the format of the show. And what the hell? Let's start off with a bang. Later on tonight, it'll probably be fapping fucking Liam. It'll probably be Risey. You know, that seems to be his new job. Right? Right?
Allowed to just be an honest or exist. I'm allowed to fucking make a living doing the fucking art. I'm not talking about them, therefore I must be destroyed.
No, they want you to lynch about them.
They just fucking hit apparently they just hit fucking Graham and those guys too. Story of my fucking life. And they're all fucking giving me shit, and it's gonna be me that fucking ends up having to save everyone's ass like fucking always.
I know, you just
and they make me out to be the fucking villain all the time.
Then you just arty.
Yeah. As soon as one of their big fucking channels go down, they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, Liam. I'll be like, fucking, I told you these people weren't playing by the rules.
And it's not you, you're right there.
I'm literally not doing fucking anything, but I'll be blamed for it as well. Because this is what these pricks do, lie to everyone.
Yeah, if we shrunk Vader by like a foot, maybe.
Manipulate fucking everyone. And everyone's like, oh, we're going to be the good guys. And then I'm the one that fucking has to be the fucking sin eater and the devil and fucking bullshit. All I want to do is fucking draw and make my shit. Everyone's constantly fucking chasing me around. Now my fucking YouTube's gone. That'll be a whole other fucking thing. I cannot focus on it. I have to finish the piece. And then I'll deal with getting my fucking channel back.
This is a test.
I'll get my channel back or whatever the fuck's going on when it's done.
People still maybe up on.
So his channel went down briefly. He thinks it's gone down forever, but he's got to finish this piece. This piece is him trying to draw Cyber Frog. Nobody can see what he's drawing, as you can tell. The entire stream has been people looking at this fucking back. Just saying.
Yeah, they won't. But they can't watch us. They don't know we're here or nothing.
Oh, it's just a blank screen.
Yeah, there's nothing until I go and end it. If I end it, then I can't even have the backup video recording of it, which is what we fucking need. I'll just edit this bit out.
Or will it come back?
No.
You can't see it.
Yeah, no, they can't see it. So they've got no idea. It's the stream's over, and they fucked it. They fucked it on
When
purpose.
are you doing anything?
Yeah, well, I mean, do I ever fucking do anything? Do I ever fucking do anything besides fucking sit here like a good boy and be fucking punched over and over and over again?
There.
No, it's not fair. Life isn't fair. Have you not noticed? This isn't fair to me. I don't ever get a fucking fair go, do I? But what are we going to do about it?
Having a fun day today.
We're having a fun day, but that's forbidden. Fun is forbidden. Fun is forbidden in Chateau de Grey. Only misery and
we're still
suffering.
having fun here, you guys.
No, you know what this is though? You fucking watch. As soon as I get off this fucking stream, as soon as I go on Twitter, I'm going to be blamed for fucking striking Graham and those guys and the professionals. I'm going to be blamed for fucking whatever other gay ops they're fucking doing, Delarose and his cunts. All of them. And it's, of course it's fucking them. Why do you think they've been going on about fucking all of the fucking CG shit lately all over his fucking news channel and getting on Graham's nuts? And now magically Graham is struck. And it'll be fucking Liam Gray's fault once again.
Well, I'm sure the
I'm the only fucking like
older men, I'm sure they know.
No, they don't like me because they all like Vaughn. And Vaughn is fucking poison and everyone's fucking against me.
Nobody likes Vaughn. Even the people that pretend to like Vaughn don't like Vaughn. Except maybe Katie did. Because Katie did.
Yes, yeah, they like Vaughn, right? After fucking everything he does, right? Oh, he's never done nothing at all. Yeah, fucking problems always me. I'm gonna have to be the fucking one to sort it out.
Just finish your drawing.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna finish my drawing. I'm just gonna finish my drawing. I'm just finish my drawing and re-upload this when the fucking thing's done. But it's just some bullshit. We're
having a fun day.
We're having a fun day, right?
I'm feeling good.
We're
I
feeling
made
good.
sure I didn't do any noisy things.
Yeah, you're doing a good wife. You're being a good wife. You ironed my shirt when they wanted you to, which is a funny joke. You made me a sandwich. You got me
and
a
I haven't
drink.
done any noisy stuff.
You haven't made a bunch of noise and given me hell.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, at least they can still hear you.
No, they can't hear me. I'm gone. That was third one. Third strike.
Oh, okay.
It's over. It's done. All we've got is we can re-upload this from the StreamYards as it's downloaded after the thing. They'll hang out in the chat, but they can't fucking see us or nothing. That's the third time. So their all little baby dicks were all fucking hard, and now they got nothing. So instead they lash out with fucking coke and bullshit.
Yeah, they're all screeching.
That's what they're fucking doing. That's what they're
I'm
doing.
gonna screech.
I gotta focus. I'm not focused.
Alright, let's pretend that.
But this is the
someone sent
game.
us money. Can you get that money?
Oh shit. Fuck.
You can't get it.
So no, I can get the money, but they've been able to hear everything I just fucking said.
They was having a rant. We're a good rant.
Oh,
That's why I keep asking. Sure.
well, that normally it's 3 times and that's it. Hey, Scotsman, how you doing?
I told you not to rant. I was
Yeah. Either the stream goes down or he edits all of that out. But damn. Yeah, she is already dropping F-bombs. I saw that at the mall. Part of the reason why I wasn't going to talk about Liam was that whole family trip. I can't. I have a lot to say, and none of it is appropriate. I will cross lines that I do not want to cross, which is why today was going to be a Liam-free zone. But then he did that, and it was funny, because it just was. Ethan was fucking watching, got to listen. Everybody could see how absolutely insane he is when he thinks no one's watching. I thought it was all fucking, I thought quite a bit of this was kayfabe. Like, I really did. But it's not. He thought no one was watching, man. Jesus. What a glimpse into that environment. And yes, somehow Liam playing music during his live stream and getting that momentary hiccup of his stream being suspended will be Darkgift's fault. Or JDA's. Or mine. Or Risey's. Or almost anybody. Maybe Sin. Maybe Sin will be the next person he'll blame. I don't know. I have no idea. So, onward from Liam, because boy, that's enough of Liam for a fucking weekend, let me tell you. That phew. So where we left off last week with the John Malin saga, God. Him bitching to everybody, complaining about everything. Nolan changed his launch date. John's still bitching. Ethan was like talking some smack about Nolan. You know, how Nolan strong-armed him into Ethan promoting his stream on his channel, making Ethan unhappy because he was unable to get super chats and say the N-word with a hard R. Yeah. He wants to be more like Nick Fuentes on stream, apparently, denying the Holocaust, being a communist, because that's basically what Fuentes is. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. So everything antithetical to Ethan said what Ethan says he stands for, he wants to emulate Nick Fuentes. It's just a fucking ridiculous idea. However, Nolan responded on his stream, and this is all really short, so I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Bullet, Graham, what's your take on John Malin's attitude and communication between kings or lack thereof? Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, when you say his attitude, I only hear things secondhand. I understand he was upset with me about my launch date, but the truth is, you know, nobody knew what his close date was. He didn't post it anywhere. And in the new Indiegogo, when you're setting up your campaign, you actually have to choose a date that it's going to open and that it's going to close. And you can adjust that later on, but you have to do that. And I had to push my dates back twice. Once because Indiegogo was shutting down to do their new platform, and two, because it pushed Billy back because he couldn't get ready for the time he was going to launch. And so then he pushed it back to my week, and I pushed mine back, and unbeknownst until I found out from other people that John was closing. And then I said that, you know, he couldn't change his, so I said I would change mine. And I changed it to Friday, which is a less than optimal day, but so be it. So that's all I know about that. It's all secondhand. Agent Cub, did EVS apologize to you for throwing you under the bus and calling you boring? Yes, he did, because I confronted him. When I found out about the stream, I messaged him, and we hashed it out like men. You know, I don't believe in doing that kind of stuff publicly. So that's why I'm not going to go into details about it. I just, I told him I was unhappy. I told him why. He stated his cases, and we agreed to shake hands and, move forward, because that's what men do. These going and doing this stuff in a public forum is I don't know what chicks do. So we didn't do that. We handled it like gentlemen and cleared things up.
Just so you all know, I will be presenting you with probably an hour's worth of content of things that chicks do, as done by Ethan Van Sciver. Poor Graham. Graham's got to realize that, like, any time now, bruh, any time, Ethan's gonna be reading those DMs on a fucking live stream. Like, he's gonna throw you under the bus. There's gonna be the Graham Nolan files, and he's gonna go through all of your messages for the last 4 fucking years, dude. He's gonna comb through, see what he can find, lay it all out in fucking public, because that's what he does. Like a chick. What? I swear these professional guys, they come out for Ethan's live stream on Monday nights for CG Kings. They sit there, they draw, they make their little auction money, and then they go back into their own little cocoons, right? They have it like I don't know if they just pretend not to watch, they pretend not to know what's going on, but I think for the most part, they are just so off in their own little worlds, trying desperately to ignore everything because Ethan promised them that none of this drama would be part of the King show. That they could come on every week, he'd promote them, they'd do their shit, and he wouldn't trash cast it. I mean, he's going to now. You know, one would guess. He's gonna do it now because it's the only way he's gonna be making his super chat money, right? So there you have Nolan, who had already pushed back his campaign because Billy's got pushed back. And John Malin crying about everybody trying to go over his fake closeout still. Right. So you get this.
There is drama between John, Graham, and Ethan.
What happened?
John, do you want to elaborate?
Yes. I don't know anything about this. What is this?
Look,
well-
Graham and several of the professionals last year, when my campaign was closing out, decided to launch and close campaigns right on.
Malin loves telling this too. Like, he relishes. He's got to let everybody know how fucking pissed off he is because he's a little cry bully.
Top of me. And I said, whatever. And then this year, it happened again. Andy Smith launched a campaign Wednesday. My closeout was Thursday. And then Graham decided to launch on Thursday. And I was like, oh, hell no.
Hell nah.
2 years in a row? 2 years in a row?
There's people been less in prison in 2 years.
So anyways, through the power of the internet, somewhere, somehow, he got the message and he moved. He blinked. That's what happened.
He did John a solid and strong-armed Ethan. He didn't blink. Like, he got onto Ethan's show for his launch. It didn't do very well because Ethan was just being all like asshole and not really doing a true promotion stream because he was being all passive aggressive. But Graham got on Ethan's stream. I'd say that's a win for Graham.
What John is leaving out is he went off on a live stream and it got back to Graham, and then Graham and Ethan, I guess, had words as well. Graham was doing a live stream, and I was listening to it while I was packing.
No, I don't know about all
orders.
that stuff, but I don't know what those guys are
I
doing.
don't dispense it. Let's have it.
Let Anna finish. Graham was
Well,
doing the live
Choke Out,
stream
John
and you were
is
packing. Wait, what were you
Choke Out,
getting ready
we
to
have all
say?
seen John when John is upset,
Man.
and John was having his words on his own stream, venting about his frustration, which is
pull it up.
as somebody that watched John's Melty stream, and then I don't know what Ethan and Graham
Sounds
said.
a little
privately.
biased. Sounds biased.
It sounds biased. You were going off, man.
It was a melty stream. John melted down. John melted down so hard that he's lucky that, Ethan likes him. Like, the only thing saving John is Ethan needs John Malin. I'll explain how in a little bit.
Wait, I'm going off, but everybody else is saintly.
Well,
No, I
John,
get it.
you did declare war. I was
Yeah.
there. You
I
did
mean,
declare war.
yeah.
You did. You said you were going to have stealth campaigns.
That's right. I might have declared
You said you
war,
were going to
that's
have
true.
stealth campaigns locked
Great
and loaded
stealth.
to rain
Great.
John Malin Dupes right down on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, you're like, anytime I find out they're gonna launch,
Revenge.
I'm gonna launch on top of them. When they're closing out, I'm gonna close out. You went off hard.
I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna. Wow.
Graham-
Is it hard?
Graham-
No. Because from Graham's point of view, it's not hard for me to
What?
do that.
John,
From
you can
Graham's point of view, 1 day away from somebody launching or closing is completely acceptable, and I say, okay, I
Well,
understand.
Graham's.
So
John,
it's
this
not
man
hard.
smokes cigars and eats nothing but beef. You should pick your fights more carefully.
I'm not fighting him. I'm gonna launch a campaign right in front of him. Is what I'm gonna do.
You know what though?
Okay, so real quick, I sat and I was pondering what John is asking for here. Okay. John is actually asking for like 8 weeks, 2 months out of the year where nobody else will either be launching a campaign or closing a campaign. What he wants is his 2 campaigns per year to be completely clear when he launches and closes for a week around each one. So, 4 weeks. He wants 4 weeks all to himself that nobody else can have. Which is bizarre. Completely and totally bizarre. You just got to block this shit, block it off of your calendar. Don't go anywhere near these days. And heaven forbid, John should decide halfway through the year that he wants to launch a variant cover campaign to make a few extra bucks. Then you're really screwed if you've already got one on your schedule, right? So he can cry about it some more. God, it's just, he's such a selfish cunt.
You know what? I personally think
see someone joke all the time. But he'd be like, "Hey, what day are you launching?" You're like, Wednesday." He's like, "Yeah, I think I'll launch Tuesday." Except I'm not joking. No, because he could have moved it to anywhere, but he decided he needed it to be on Halloween because it's a horror book. Not like we don't launch horror books every day of the fucking week.
Oh well,
Graham
okay.
does not
Oh, and not
Wait,
to mention,
He
my
has
book
legit-
is also a horror book.
He
I
has a
just
legit-
think the coordination would be smarter and everyone.
I don't have to
launching.
coordinate. I launched my campaign. It already been out there for 33
Right, yeah,
days.
but
I gotta coordinate.
Guys, I understand. You asked me what happened. I'm just saying my 2 cents on it.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
picking
listen,
Graham
listen,
over you,
listen,
John. What you're not
listen,
hearing,
One at a
what you're
time.
not hearing,
I'm
John,
exhausted already.
John, what you're not hearing is Anna's siding with Graham and not.
Yeah,
I'm
well, she
not
does a Star
siding-
Trek
I-
show with him.
I am
so.
not siding with Graham. I'm not siding with anybody really. I just like there's too much going on, and if people are gonna start complaining about things, then it's like I don't know.
Well,
there's so many-
let me ask you, Anna. Do you think it's cool to launch a campaign right next to one of your fellow Kings' campaign closeouts? You think that's cool one day? Or I'm sorry, the day of, and then you
Did he
grace
know?
them with 1
Did he
day
know?
difference. Do you think that's
John, I think
that's cool?
oh my God, hold on. I think the thing that I thought was the most alarming was, and I absolutely adore Andy, but the fact that he's launching on Kickstarter, and I don't know if your cover's on there or not, but after what Kickstarter did to you, like that, I don't know why
What are you changing it to Andy?
Oh
what about
my
Graham?
God. Oh
about
my
Graham?
God. Do you want my opinion, or are you just going to
Yeah, why are
interrupt
you talking about Andy? Let's talk about Graham.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Jesus
hang on,
Christ.
hang
Why
on, both
am I
of you.
even
Calm
here?
down.
Malin's really pissed about his Andy Smith cover being on Kickstarter, by the way. Yeah. Never mind that your boy Zach launched a Kickstarter. Oh, God. Don't even go look. Just don't. It's a horror. That had to be like some sort of stab in the gut to Malin, right? So on top of Andy Smith launching on Kickstarter and using a John Malin cover on Kickstarter, his boy Zach, who fought the Kickstarter wars with him early in the days of Comicsgate, has betrayed him as well. It's good.
Now,
On my
break.
I'm gonna go get something to
That-
drink. I'll be
Let
back.
guys,
Steering this shit right away from Graham.
Anna,
That's how biased she is.
No, they're both bald. They must be plotting together.
And Graham last year shortened his campaign by 2 weeks, which pushed it right on top of mine. So, guys, I'm like, it's just annoying. What do John Shouty? Who fucking cares?
So I don't know. I feel like there should just be better communication about it. That's just my.
If I had, if Indiegogo didn't shut down my campaign, then I would be getting my 30-day extension. I would be doing my final closeout while Andy Smith is doing presumably his 30-day closeout, while Graham Nolan is doing his 30-day closeout.
Yeah, but also
Back
it's a really
to back to back, day to day to day.
Yeah, my math was right. It was 8 weeks because he still wants his 30-day fake fucking closeout to be free for a week as well. So he wants 6 weeks for each campaign. Fuck, that's 12.
Again,
really popular time.
Again, these are the guys that were trying to rah somebody to like, hey guys, let's have space in between these campaigns.
Yes, I agree, but at the same time, it's like, are you going to get mad because every store is having a Black Friday sale on the same time? It's like, it's a popular time of year. Everybody usually launches campaigns in the fall because everybody wants to.
In the fall, we're talking a day from my campaign.
Understand. I'm saying, John.
And no, I don't care. There are only a handful. There are only a handful of games that are like 6-figure campaigns. Those guys are the problem, or where I see that as a problem. Even like Andy Smith, he's never done 6 figures. So even him doing that in front of me, I'm like, it's Andy Smith, I guess.
It's a popular time, and I mean,
popular time. Anna, what kind of sweeping shit is this? It's a popular.
How am I
time.
sweeping? That everybody launches campaigns. Shane's closing out a campaign.
Popular time? Summer. Summer's a popular time.
Oh my God!
It just so happened they keep launching 2 years in a row. Day to day to day.
Just because you asked me my opinion.
Anna, you're the one that wanted to have this conversation. We're having the conversation. You literally brought it up. You literally brought it up.
Did I?
I did.
Yeah, you did. Actually, you did. You did. Yeah, you did. I'm sorry, Anna. You did this. This is your fault, Anna. This is your fault.
God.
It's not my fault.
Anna, you're
women.
Oh my God.
It's not
I pulled the pin on this grenade.
Insane.
Oh my God.
It was me.
The moral of the story is never have a campaign opening or closing when it's close to John's. There you go. Moral of the story. Just don't do it.
By the way, Anna, share my screen.
So the craziest shit, right? The only pushback John received from anybody for his sheer dumb nuttery was from Anna. From Anna, right? She was the only one who, like, and at first she's being the whole time, actually, she was I don't know, she wasn't super ragey, right? She's just asking some simple questions, hitting him with some actual fucking logic. I know, Anna. But she's the only one that dared to push back against John. All the pussies sitting there like, yeah, John's right. John should be given free rein to do and say whatever John wants. Make sure you all bow down before John Malin and grab his oar. But not Anna. And she, from what I'm gathering, at first thinks it's a bit. Yes. Anna did do a cry stream, and we're going to get to that too, because we're taking this every step through. An angry man blames woman for not enabling him is the story here. Yes, it is. Both of the big stories for tonight revolve around broads. It's amazing. Yeah. So after this, of course, we get to... Oh,
Crusader
no.
Joe says, for $10, thank you. John has basically indicated that he's sick of going balls to the wall for everyone else in CG while not getting the respect of glancing at a calendar. Add that to the gay op divides. Yeah, no, I have heard him say stuff like that.
Yeah, not looking at a calendar is all a gay op. His audience is like full of the biggest, ready to see a conspiracy behind everything. They're like, they would all be perfectly at home in Liam's chat.
I have heard him say stuff like that. He's kind of right. Let me see. Yeah, he doesn't want to go on CG Kings. He told me that directly. You know, he said, I don't want to, and he does Kangs instead. You know, in spite of the fact that John normally does Kangs, streaming over...
Yes, his internet's still fucked up, people. It's still fucked up.
Wait a second here. Hold on a minute. Something just occurred to me. For the last month or two, hasn't John deliberately been streaming Kangs over Kings? I was feeling bad for John 1 second ago. 1 second ago, I was like, yeah, John has a point. Like, you know, people are like not paying attention to what he's doing. For the last 2 months, hasn't John been live streaming Kangs and doing his drawing on his own channel and streaming over Kings, which is my thing? No, I see. Oh, so we're being a little bit of a hypocrite. A little bit of a hypocrite here. If this is what the problem is. And I put up with it in good humor. Oh, yeah, there's John streaming Kangs against Kings. And I got to juggle 11 people, and he's doing his own thing over there. He's EFAPing my show while drawing on his show, not helping me, in fact, hurting me. Now, maybe this was just John's way of saying, this is how it feels. Like, how does it, this must be, you know, you should know, like, this is how I'm feeling. Everybody's got feelings. Everybody's got ideas. Everybody's got their own agenda except for me. Like, I'm the only one who doesn't have an agenda that goes contrary to the general interest. Good, Shane. Shane, will you come in here and talk to me, or are you too busy? Do you have your own agenda too?
Stores having a Black Friday sale on the same time. It's like, it's a popular time of year. Everybody usually launches campaigns in the fall because everybody
Anna
wants
is
to...
just like, John, how you're feeling is bullshit. That is what's going on there.
Because it is bullshit.
Oh, God. Okay, I got it. I see it. I understand. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, any one person is 100% right. I'm saying that I can see why John feels kind of let down there. And why he's probably like, fuck this.
John said, fuck this because some girl gave him pushback. The same woman that has let his ass be on her streams on her channels for I don't know how many years now. Yeah. What a fucking baby. Total child. That video was Ethan going over the Jack show and giving his, of course Malin was actually still right about everything because Ethan needs Malin. And I know people may not think that, but he does. He needs Malin because Malin is his last link to your boy Zach. I know. Weird. Your boy Zach is nowhere around. Malin. Ethan has used Malin to control Indiegogo, to control Comicsgate into using Indiegogo. This is not some conspiracy theory that would be right at home in Ethan's new chat with all those weird new CGers, but it's true. John was the guy that drew Myers' book that wasn't allowed to be on Kickstarter, and it's the reason why all of Comicsgate was using Indiegogo to begin with. And the only way you could keep people from using Kickstarter was if John Malin, the martyr of Comicsgate, was still there bullying people into not using Kickstarter and reminding people the personification of why we don't use Kickstarter in Comicsgate, John Malin. Because, of course, we're not allowed to talk about your boy Zach anymore, despite the mythos, despite the fact that these new CG people know who he is. They just don't know anything about him. They don't know anything about Comicsgate and its early history. And most of them don't know about the John Malin, why Kickstarter isn't used because of John Malin. But Ethan's going to have to keep him around now because John Malin is a hothead who is more than willing to crack open every back room thing that happened in Comicsgate if Ethan cuts him loose. Now he's just the millstone around Ethan's neck. Right? All this time, like having Anna around, still, hopefully helping to broaden their audience at least a little bit between Anna and Cecil, because I think they're probably the only people that ever get any new subs because they go outside of this Comicsgate sphere. Yeah. New CG does not know about poor Sweetcast at all. He was the trigger for the big Kickstarter kerfuffle. What was it, almost 4 years ago now? Yeah. They'll never understand. So it does continue. I know this goes on for a whole 3 more streams that I clip, but it's not. I don't know. I actually have no idea how long this video is. I just know it's chopped up into 3 segments, so you're kind of stuck with me for a while.
Johnson's Jack show. That was it. I did see the wheel break in his head when Anna turned. I think Anna did it.
Well, we don't have to blame anyone, but I watched the whole thing and I went, oh, John is like right on the edge there, and his feelings. Like John is kind of like right on the edge. And
okay, so this stream takes place right after John Malin quit the Jack show. Apparently, when John Malin quit the Jack show, he just left He left the green room and posted on Twitter that he was no longer going to be on the Jack show. He didn't talk to anybody on the show. He didn't talk to Cecil. He didn't talk to Anna. Nothing. Yeah, that's sad as well, that they don't even know who Mr. Dongs is. Or was. He hasn't been around for a while. Got chased out of his own Comicsgate thread on Kiwi Farms by all the retards, because it somehow became even more retarded than it used to be.
Sometimes you just need your friends to be on your side. And is that too much to ask? Like, in general, like...
I'm on your side, Ethan.
No, I know you are. Thank you. No, you know what? Fuck that. Like, no, I'm directing that at you too. I didn't mean to, but I meant John Malin. But no, yeah, you should be on my side all the time. I'm always on your side. But I mean, I think John is expecting, like, you know, people who are his friends to just sort of take his side. And what is it about us that makes us not want to do that? Like, what the fuck is going on that we'd be like, well, John, I know you're having a lot of feelings about, you know, everybody sort of stomping all over your time to, and then like we got to sit there and like argue with him about maybe why his feelings are not valid. And I mean, that is like the fucked up. What kind of friends are we? I mean, really think about that. Like, what kind of friends does John have when like people don't go, yeah, man, you're right. Like, you know, yeah, you're right to feel that way. I understand. Like, yeah. And at least listen to him, bitch. I mean, that's incredible. We got to be better friends to each other and to ourselves. John didn't bother telling anyone either. So it's not like John said, hey guys, I'm closing. Everybody kind of stay out of my way. I would say that.
The best was the Cecil joke, that Cecil would always joke about launching a campaign a day before you. And he's like, why is that funny, Cecil? Because it's an asshole thing to do. And
right.
He checkmate Cecil so quick.
How is that checkmating Cecil? That just shows that John has absolutely no sense of humor. Like, because the joke is kind of funny. You're just going to stomp all over somebody else's opening. But poor John got his fake closeout stomped on, right? His big fake fucking closeout. Because the son of a bitch couldn't be bothered to email Indiegogo. Okay, you know, I had a question about these different pledge phases of Indiegogo, right? Because there's the open phase, the late pledge, and then the last one that I can't remember what it's called at the moment, and it's unimportant. But I had a question about it. I don't even have a campaign on Indiegogo. I haven't spent money on Indiegogo in like 3 years, right? And I sent that email in the middle of the night, and they got back to me within an hour of opening business on the West Coast. They got back to me within an hour of open a business. Now, if I was actually like my money was tied up in this shit, I'd be emailing, I'd be calling. These stupid fucks do nothing. Do nothing. The only one who doesn't have to know how Indiegogo works is Shane, because he is Yanzi. And he's just lucky Yanzi is smart. Probably why he chose her. Because Shane can't manage his own fucking shit. He can't even take 5 minutes out of his day to go look and try to figure something out. He's that retarded. But John, Mandy, oh my God, Mandy, who's on a stream the other night and says, this is probably like a week ago because I'm a little behind on some of the CG Queen shit. She goes and she says, somebody asked about the pit book and if it was going to go into the late pledge in demand stage, which she still hasn't figured out is the same as in demand. And when was that going to happen? And she says, I don't know. I should probably check. It's supposed to take 15 days. It had been a month. a month since the pit close. A month. And she hadn't checked in on the fucking campaign on Indiegogo. It doesn't look like it's going to go into the late pledge stage because it's the final shipping pledge portion that says that is the next phase for it to enter. She's going to try, I guess she's just going to sell everything off of her website so she can immediately pocket the money. But expect to see Gemshock books being, I don't know, people expressing the fact that they received them on Twitter sometime in the next couple of weeks because she got all the pit money.
It's like, yeah, and then they go back to blaming John.
They did. I mean, John is just sitting there like, I have, like, seriously, there is something where, it's like somebody says, I have been stabbed in the street and I'm upset about it and my wallet was taken. And you go, well, what were you wearing? Like, were you with friends?
Victim blaming.
You went up by yourself? Like that's what goes on, where it's just like, let me think of every single thing that I can say to make this possibly something that you have control over or that is your fault.
I guess I've made the mistake many times of assuming people that I know online like are actually my friends.
It might be like a squishy thing to say, but we do need to be better friends to each other. And I'm always with, when people call Anna like used up and ugly and say that she's hit the wall after her pregnancy, I am always there to say, Anna, you are beautiful. You look great. And people go, no, look at her. And I go, yes, look at her. She's beautiful. That's because I'm Anna's friend. You know what I mean? People go, oh, look at Anna. Like, that Star Wars mom. Like, look how dried up she looks. Her titties are hanging down lower than usual. And I go, what are you talking about? She is lovely. What a beautiful girl. And you guys
You're
are
unaware
jealous.
of what Anna's up to now, I think.
Oh, what is Anna up to?
I understand why Anna got upset. That was really ugly. Now, most of you are men, I understand, and there's probably not very many women that are going to be watching this just because of the nature of this ecosystem. But from a woman's perspective, what Ethan just did was cruel. Cruel. He didn't have to pretend that he defends Anna from people saying that she's ugly in that insincere fucking voice that he uses. That soft, insincere fucking shit. Like, he was telling Anna, like, fuck you for angering John Malin. That's what that is about. And then it gets worse from here, right?
I'll have to pull it up, but she's venturing into dangerously close, in my opinion. She's getting dangerously close to the being naked soon.
Okay.
I'm going to pause it just.
Oh, I did see this.
Channeling Nara Smith for this video. So
Oh
here's
my
fancy dress.
God.
I will
look.
Oh, I did see this. I was like, whoa, girl. Yeah. It's gonna happen. I told you it was.
They're saying OnlyFans incoming.
Yep.
It might. I don't know.
She's not even like, okay, so watch this video. Like, she's not even making good cupcakes, like, or whatever it is she's making. She's showing those cupcakes. She's like, look at these cupcakes I'm making. But it's like, she's just showing her tits. I mean, that's what, okay, go ahead.
making my birthday cupcakes in. Those that don't know, Halloween is my birthday.
And she's doing the ASMR thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like in your ear. Like she's gonna like right about to nibble your earlobe.
And I absolutely hate store-bought cake,
Oh,
so I always
feel
just end up making my own. My go-to is chocolate,
Anna.
but we haven't given my baby.
Oh, Anna.
I'm not going to go through Anna's explanation in her video for what this is, but I already knew what she was doing when I saw this. There is this woman on Instagram that dresses in like high fashion in this pristine fucking kitchen, and she, quote, is cooking all natural from scratch for her children. I know that part of the gimmick is crazy, but she does these ASMR cooking videos that you know took all day long. She never has a spot of food on her, but somehow never wears an apron. And it's all just like, you know, it's got the music. It's your typical Insta video. It's got the music and it's just ASMR-y shit. And she's huge over on Instagram. I've seen a couple and I shake my head because I can't cook without splattering something on myself. So yeah, I don't know why people like it so much, but they do. I think it's the pretty clothes. It's all clean. It's all these women wishing they could do that and they can't. So she's a big thing. But what Anna was doing, of course, she's using like the boxed fucking cupcake, you know, cake mix and just, you know, she's just having fun with the whole idea of the video.
Chocolate yet, so I'm gonna stick with strawberry this year. And I decided mid-filming that I wanted the cupcakes instead of cakes, so I'm making little mini cupcakes with pink frosting and sprinkles. Now, I've never done this before, but I am going.
And you can see on.
Look at Ethan's fucking face, man. Look at his fucking face with that missing fucking tooth.
Try to write my.
Right there. Look, there's the cleavage.
Yeah, she's got
In
the
frame.
boobies in. Oh my God, Anna. And you can see like you know it's one thing when you can see the cleavage, but when you can see the chest area in between them, as far underneath like low scoop dress, that's something else.
I'm expecting her to start like the frosting's getting on her tits and she's having to wipe it, but it gets worse, and then she's having to scrub it now, clap them together to get the icing off, whatever.
Yeah, I like it. All right, I mean, there's room to move here.
She's got a playbook, I'm sure. She's already got this stuff figured out.
I saw this and I went, oh my God, like Anna, you couldn't be like, oh, yeah, it's not going to be long now. It really isn't. Yeah, she's flaunting it. You know what I mean? Like now is the time for Anna to flaunt it. I guess.
I don't know. You know, I hope she's happy.
Yeah, me too. I hope you're happy, Anna. I like saying, like, I hope you're happy, like, you know, I hope you're happy, Anna. My goodness.
Yeah.
I hope you're satisfied, Anna.
Yeah. So Eric's crowdfunding a video game. Yay.
And then they just roll back into the same shit that they always do. But yeah, this is how they treat their friends. And but we already knew that, right? Like we know this is how they treat people. The only woman in their circle, and this is what they do, is just do the worst thing you could possibly do to one of your female friends, which is to completely sexualize them in this mocking, you're not good enough kind of way. It was just horrible.
Hello, let's see if Rumble works. I'm going to start off by saying this is probably a really, really bad idea. And I don't know. I'm really upset. And yeah, this is probably not a good idea to do a live stream, but from everything that I've seen going around and everything that's happened the past couple days, I don't know, guys. Don't cry. I've been crying pretty much the past 24 hours. I cried after Jack's show. I cried yesterday after all the news happens. And then I thought I was good. I thought I got it all out of my system. And then I was trying to catch up on what happened with Trashcast, and I got to a certain point and I just had to stop it because I was like, oh my god, okay. Tell me how my supposed friends really feel about me. Apparently everything is my fault. Like I said, I don't think I probably should not be live streaming right now, but I don't know. I feel like I should just get this all off of my chest. And then I don't have to talk about it again. 1 second. Like, I know that we're all just supposed to be internet people and keep everything together and not have feelings and not be real people, but guys, I'm a real person. And I guess I've made the mistake many times of assuming people that I know online like are actually my friends. I messaged John and I asked him if he was upset with me, and he said it was all in my head, and then he left the Jack show. And I'm like, all right, I guess it's not in my head. And then before Cecil and I could even respond to that, he goes and posts about it on Twitter. And it's like, okay, I think after how many years, you know, maybe, I don't know, getting blamed for it and then getting called a whore by my friends, or basically getting called a whore for a parody video that neither of them really knew much about, even though I explained it in the video. Because of that, I'm basically a whore, and I'm going to be OnlyFans, and I'm the reason that the Jack show broke up. I really appreciate hearing that from my friends. And then, like, I mean, the whole thing with John, like, yeah, I'm really upset about it. We've been friends for years. I mean, at least I thought so. Guys, a lot has happened. I just... like... the last, not this time at Jack show, but the time before, I got a warning, and then this past time I got a strike. So, like, I can't stream or post videos on YouTube to talk about anything, and like, I don't know what happened. Cecil doesn't know what happened. I don't think anyone knows except for John. And I don't know, like I said, I feel like after the years of us streaming together, of us, I guess I thought that we were all friends, you know, we could have gotten somewhat of an explanation. What a shit week. I guess I should just be like everyone else and just treat YouTube and the people that I meet on it like we're just coworkers and not care, and just that they're not really my friends. I guess that's what I should start doing. I guess I should just stop lying to myself that we're all friends, and I don't know, like, I didn't mean to hurt John's feelings. I didn't mean to ruin the Jack show. If it's my fault, then I'm really, really sorry. And if my friends think it's my fault and that I'm some kind of whore because I did a parody video, then I'm sorry.
Anna, dear, they were never your friends. I know. This is so crazy because back in 2020, during the Thought Wars, MALIN said he was your friend. I know he did. I remember. He shit all over War Campaign to defend you, the young woman. And they call her a little girl. Like, they basically called her like a 20-year-old girl or something like that. Yeah. And he said he was your friend, and Shane was at your wedding, and you invited Ethan and probably John. And those two didn't show up. But They were never really your friend. For all of them, this is just business. For Ethan, it's just scrambling for some sort of purchase and some way to see a path forward to gain subs. And you were a big sub gain back in the day, girl. They needed you. All of the fandom menace subs that they ended up getting at the beginning, especially when Ethan was doing all the Star Wars content, even though he didn't like Star Wars and pretended he did. I know, crazy, right? But no, people on the internet are not your friend. They are not your friends, and that goes for almost everybody. These people will all throw you over their shoulder faster than you can blink. Yeah. That's just the reality of it. Look all over the internet. Any group of people who were friends that, you know, streamed together. And Anna went through the list. There were people, Jesse Milestone. Apparently Jesse Milestone stopped talking to her because of a video Ethan did about Jesse, or EFAP Ethan did about Jesse. And then you had drunk 3PO. I always want to say C3PO, and I know that's fucking wrong. Drunk 3PO. He was at her wedding. And then there was Brittany Venti was supposed to be in her wedding, and her fiance or boyfriend or whatever texted Anna the day before to let her know she wouldn't be there. So yes, internet people are not your friends. Especially, girl, have you not been paying attention to Ethan? You've been sitting there on some of these streams. You were there through the Dungeoneer shit. You were there as he revealed text message and DM over DM. And you and you were cool with that. And those people were people that Ethan called friend. And you thought you were more special? Hello, Amit. You thought you were more special than everybody else. You're not. Because Ethan had to choose between you and John Malin. And he picked John Malin. Because he can still use John Malin. He made a calculation. And it's probably a calculation that Shane picked up on. Shane knows Ethan too. Shane's on tenterhooks, just waiting for the day when he's up on the chopping block too. And it's going to be Ethan and John Malin riding off into the fucking Comicsgate sunset together holding hands. And it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. And then we get the final bit of this little passion play here, which is going to be Ethan watching Anna. And oh.
Oh, Anna. Oh. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Ethan apparently only watched like 10 minutes of this stream, but what he was watching was at the end. And I don't know if he caught the bits, probably caught the bits where she was talking about all these other people that were no longer her friends that had been, and thought he could jump in and, you know, give his let's have sympathy for Anna, see what we can, you know, See what we can salvage here.
Yeah, crying women. I'm sorry, it gets to me.
He even went off camera because she was crying, because crying women, it's just so hard.
I know you guys tell me to toughen up, but I can't listen to women cry.
I don't know, guys.
He has such a hard time. He's having such an emotionally difficult time right now that he's busy typing on his keyboard.
Don't cry. I've been crying pretty much the past 24 hours.
Oh my
I
God.
cried after Jack's show. I cried yesterday after all the news happens. And then I thought was good. I thought I got it all out of my system.
Oh, Anna.
And then I was trying to catch up on what happened with Trashcast, and I got to a certain point and I just had to stop it because I was like, oh my God, okay. Tell me how my supposed friends really feel about me. Apparently everything is my fault.
Everything is Anna's fault.
Like I said, I don't think I probably should not be live streaming right now, but I don't know. I feel like I should just get this all off of my chest. And then I don't have to talk about it again.
Yeah, it was us. She's upset about her cupcakes video that we watched.
Ethan seems to think, well, two things. One, he's going to show her a bit from the stream of the cupcake video. Or no, actually, I think he goes back into Insta to play it instead of playing what he said that upset her. So now he's going to convince all of these people that she was just upset that they were criticizing cupcakes instead of Anna rightfully being upset about the way they were talking about her.
You guys think John would laugh about this? John would probably laugh at this. Oh, maybe he would.
It's
Come to
just been
think
really,
of it, yeah, he would.
really emotional past 24 hours. And
there's regular Anna and then watch.
Nara Smith for this video. So here's my...
All right, there she is, like in her dress. So I looked at this and I didn't know it was a parody, but I was like, yeah, like we're one step closer to Anna making content where she's naked, and that's been my joke all along. It's like Anna needs to get naked, she's going to, and the baby is going to help that along because women are like proud of their bodies. Like after they lose the weight from a kid, like that's just inevitable. That happens. And I don't think we called her a whore. Maybe Shane did. I bet Shane did call her a whore.
Yes. Women start doing nudes after they have babies because they're proud of their bodies. What kind of fucking dumbass shit is that? What kind of dumbass fucking shit is that? Women are far less likely to go around in skimpy clothes and bikinis that cut up their ass and get naked on fucking OnlyFans after they've had a baby. Because a lot of women end up not really happy with their bodies after. Like, hello? And somebody, and I missed it because the chat's going by really fast. Someone asked why Anna was struck. Anna was struck, the Jack show was struck because they played some videos of midgets in lingerie, and Cecil said some inappropriate things.
Supposed to be a parody, and for that,
I did say her
friends didn't
cupcakes
listen to the
didn't look
beginning
great.
of the video, and they
Yeah.
don't know who Nara Smith is, even though she's extremely famous. I mean, look, like go at 4.8 million followers. Because of that, I'm basically a whore, and I'm going to be OnlyFans, and I'm the reason that the Jack show broke up. I really appreciate hearing that from my friend. And then, like,
Anna,
I mean, the whole
called
thing
you
with
a
John.
whore.
Yeah, I'm really upset about it. We've been friends for
Oh,
years.
Anna,
I mean, at
nobody
least
called
I
you
thought
that.
so.
We were joking with you.
And
But yeah, when she said, oh, they called me a whore. First of all, the word whore is funny. I find that, like, whore is funny the way N-word is funny. But nobody called her that. Would never, ever, ever, like, denigrate Anna. Just wouldn't do that.
No. No, he wouldn't denigrate Anna.
Seriously, I mean, I do. Pravac Galati says, can we please look at Rippaverse numbers? Sure, let's take a pause and go over and look at Rippaverse numbers. So the Great War of Separation is, look at this. This was 15% off. Now, if you give Eric July...
Yeah. He literally stops watching the video of his friend being upset and laughing at it, by the way, gaslighting his audience about what he had done that led to this, just to take a break to, quote, mock Eric July's sale numbers. Very thoughtful, very caring. Just the kind of friend a girl needs, right? Man, what a fucking asshole. I didn't denigrate Anna. No, not at all. Not at all, dude. You were practically licking your lips. Like, if you had been off camera, there's a good chance you would have been whacking off. A little blow, and you could have pulled a complete Ricada and just done it underneath your desk. Like, that was the look on your fucking face. When Shane mentioned Anna's titties and icing, oh man. You practically creamed your pants right there. The look on your fucking face. Fuck you. Didn't denigrate Anna. Ugh. Yeah. Totally frickin' slimy. It was completely and totally slimy, Angela Curry. I fully agree with you. I don't know if it's just I see a lot of the guys in the chat seeing how gross it was and understanding, and I hope it's just not like because I'm a girl or like because I'm a really old bitch that I see it this way. But it's my opinion, and it doesn't matter if you agree with me or not. But it when I saw that live stream, I couldn't believe what the way that Shane and Ethan were responding and talking about her. And the fact that it came right after the Jack show debacle, it wouldn't have happened the week before. The video went up on was up for Halloween. They didn't bring up the video until after the Jack show shit happened. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason. So, enough of Anna and John Malin being a cry bully and destroying the second biggest show in Comicsgate all by his lonesome. We're going to talk a little bit about Ethan Ralph, the Sector, Nick Ricada, and Mersh. Now, boy, is it a complicated story? Yes. But does it boil down to one simple thing? Yes. And that one simple thing at the very center of the Ethan Ralph Mersh controversy? Fight is abroad. Some woman that goes by the handle Ice Dancer. Yeah. Apparently, she was interested in Mersh. Mersh being, I don't know, Maybe he didn't, maybe he was interested, maybe he just hadn't gotten around to, making moves or whatever. But of course, Ethan Ralph, being Ethan Ralph, sees this and he moves on in. Moves right on in. He goes and he sees Ice Dancer, fucks her a couple of times. They're still talking back and forth. He's got video. Well, maybe not video, but he's got audio recordings of their conversations. He's got text messages. She's just spilling all sorts of fucking shit. Mersh gets mad that Ethan Ralph fucked the chick that he hadn't fucked yet. And I don't know. Maybe they're together now. Maybe Mersh ended up fucking Ice Dancer. I don't know. All I know is most of the stuff, this is another reason it was taking me way too long to get through. I would have to edit heavily because they all swear even more than I do. There's a rant by Ethan Ralph that I couldn't even play on YouTube if I really want to. I really, 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 really want to, but I can't because my channel would get yanked faster than SWC after being struck by Liam. Yeah. I don't, yeah, mayhaps, but I don't care. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, all the little details of this shit mean nothing. Nothing. It's the grand overarching story. It's Kiwi Farms now declaring Mersh the king of the sector. The sector's dead. I'm sorry. But as a viable, thriving community, the sector's kind of dead. And it has been for a couple of years. Shit, you can't even get a regular Godwinson stream anymore. Without Godwinson, you got nothing now. Sorry. So you've got Ethan Van Sciver scrambling to get Mersh to give him attention. Almost 2 months ago, Ethan started off a video fapping Mersh, fapping Ethan, talking about fucking Vito and Dick Masterson. One of the only things that ties Ethan into that whole community, right? Is Nick Rekieta, Dick Masterson. He threw Vito under the bus, but everybody's okay with that because nobody liked Vito anyway. It's just Dick. They all care about Dick Masterson. And so Ethan was saying some negative things about Vito, so of course Mersh is fapping it. Mersh giving Ethan a few ass pats because he was, A-logging Vito, And then Ethan, the look on his face, it was beatific. Oh my God. You could see the dopamine hitting Ethan. Hit after hit after hit as he's watching Mersh fap his shit, right? Mersh makes noises about how he and Ethan got to get together. And Ethan's like, yeah, it totally reminded me of that time July showed up in his chat and he was trying to get on Eric July's show back in the day before, I think it was for the launch of ISOM 1, maybe ISOM 2, but it was ISOM 1 for sure. But Ethan was just like vibrating with the thought of finally being able to get into that bit of YouTube audience because, the backer pool's drying up over here. That sector, most of those sector fucks, you need at least 3 sector dudes for every previous Comicsgate audience member just to try and get this even close to the same amount of backers. They're not buying the comic books. They're not buying the books and the numbers that Ethan wants. So he wants the rest of Mersh's audience. Maybe if he's still sucking up to Nick Rekieta, You know, he can keep that too. But Ethan really needs a new pathway for income, and it's Mersh. So then he does this stream, which is supposed to be all about Eric July. And then at the end, this happens.
Everybody's got feelings. Everybody's got ideas. Everybody's got their own agenda except for me. Like, I'm the only one who doesn't have an agenda. Holy shit. We have a guest, guys. I can't believe this. This is fucking unbelievable. You guys are going to like this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Really big deal. Nice to have this guy joining us. You want to see? You want to see who's in the back room? Let's go, y'all. Nick Ricada. Let me get rid of those. What's up, brother? All right, let me get this, turn this down a little bit. Long time no speak.
Way too long.
All right, so I hear that Nick wears the sunglasses now because his eyes dart back and forth. I don't know. Sounds like something that happens when you do some kind of drugs. Whippets? Like he's already getting like whippet brain melt. I don't know if you know people that have done way too many. It's like I had a friend back in high school, long fucking time ago, who used to do shellac. I know, really low class, like bottom of the barrel ghetto kind of shit. He'd spray shellac into a bag and then inhale the fumes. And yeah, but yeah, that shit, it kills massive brain cells. And so does whippets. Just, he was talking about how the shit he gets from the doctor isn't as good as the shit he could get from the street. But look at him. Man, look at Nick. He's just all super fucking fidgety and shit. And I never thought I would say or see a live stream with fucking Ethan Ralph and Nick Ricada, and Ethan Ralph would look healthier.
You look good.
Thanks, brother.
Really nice.
Mersh has always been like, I've hung out with Mersh a couple times in person. He's a lot of fun to hang out with. He's really chill guy. Like, honestly, he's really funny. He has great stories and stuff because he used to be a bouncer in Ybor City down near Tampa, and that place is a fucking nightmare. And so he's got a bunch of great stories, and he's a fun person to hang out with. But you know, so like, I'm friendly with both of these guys, and all of a sudden, like, they're at war with each other over this girl. And I'm like, the way this happened is really fucking crazy, but it's also really mundane because it's something that would
over a girl
time. It's someone doesn't act on and then someone else does, and they form a relationship, and then the other person's, you know, it's like, well, too bad you didn't move. But then because it's the internet, it like becomes this big crazy deal, and now it's exploding. It's insane to watch.
Mersh, if you're watching, if you want the link, let me know. I'd love to hear your side of this, because I'm cool with both of those guys. You know, I don't have a problem with them, like either of them.
That was Ethan's first grasp for the clout. Ethan's like, ooh, maybe I can get Mersh. Maybe I can get Mersh on to talk about this story. Right? And then what happens? He's probably DMing him.
I hope they don't have a problem with me, but yeah, like what the
and
hell?
Getting turned down.
Are you still cool with Ethan Ralph, or did Ethan Ralph go after you too?
Well, Ralph and I had a falling out several years ago, and then we reconciled. You know, he was struggling with some you know, stuff with his kid and custody and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, man, like and I think some addiction issues. And I was like, hey, you know, the past, like, that's stupid shit. Like, we said some stuff back and forth. We probably
That look on Ethan's face right there was when Mersh hit him back and said, no, sorry, bro, I'm busy.
shouldn't have. but like, let's get the fuck over it. You know, it's more important to like live through life. And you know, and I wished him well with his family issues. I mean, and his personal struggles. So I just wanted him to be healthy. And so we squashed that stuff a while back. I wouldn't say we were like best friends or anything, but like
this right here is Ethan contacting Ethan Ralph.
I don't, you know, I went to lunch with him when he was in town, and it was a nice lunch, and I'd hang out with him again, I guess. Like, but so I don't have any problem with Ralph now. I'm like, I just want everybody involved to be healthy. And like,
yeah, especially after like the couple of years that you've had, it's like you know, I don't think you're looking to you know.
To be fair, Flash and I had a rift, and like so I didn't really follow like the development of it or anything. So, but like when it came out, I was like, this doesn't look like what you were talking about. What you were talking about at the beginning sounded good, and I think the Rippaverse influence, you know, I think it diluted his ideas and his creation. I really
that was about Yellow Flash. I'm sorry, I somehow managed to clip that bit from the beginning of this. He's talking about Yellow Flash. Yeah. Over the course of 4 or 5 years, Yellow Flash's book evolved and the concept of it evolved. And the fact that it did, you know, God, because it's not the same, must just all be because of Eric July. The weirdest fucking thing. Not that you talk shit out and come up with different ideas. Not that you hire a different artist who may have other ideas of his own. No, nothing like that at all. It was all because Yellow Flash changed his book because July.
do. And who knows what he would have made on his own. Maybe it would have been worse. Maybe it would have been better. But I think he would have reached his core audience better by not going into someone else's thing. And I think that's the pitfall of the Rippaverse, is like, as much as a collaborative effort on a universe is cool in concept, you really do, like, you're asking your audience to buy into someone else's thing with yours. And it's like, well, they can like Flash all day, but they might not like Rippa, or they might not have ever heard of him.
Or maybe you're like me and you don't like either of them.
Right,
that's like the best. I got Ethan Ralph back here. Let's bring Ethan Ralph on and see if we can work some stuff out here. Welcome, Ralph. What's up, brother?
Oh, how's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, man.
It's going good. You know, I am concerned. Now, I invited Ralph on. Let me talk first, Ralph, and then I'm concerned. I see some disagreements with. Now, I like both of you guys. You know, I'm obviously Nick Ricada, big friend. But I'm concerned about your disagreement with Mersh, and I don't even know what it's about. Now, Nick tells me it's about a woman, something like that. But all I see is you and Mersh, two great, internet broadcasters, going at each other. And I just want to know if there's some way to mediate peace, or is this going to end in bloodshed?
Well, I don't think it'll end in bloodshed, because I don't want to go back to jail. So, no, I doubt that. But
metaphorical bloodshed, I think.
Say what? I didn't hear that.
Is it metaphorical bloodshed?
Yeah, well, no, there's no peace after he brought my kids into it. No.
What happened? Brought your kids into it?
He said, take my son away. I've went through a lot of this. I heard I was mentioned by Ricada, is what I was told, actually. And so, like, I didn't know what all was going on here.
No, we're talking about Ricada. By the way, Nick just joined me. I built a trash cast room, and Nick joined. And then one of the things that we started talking about was whatever this crisis is with you and Mersh. And Nick had nothing but nice things to say about you, but even still.
Do you think Ethan added Ralph to the trash cast room? Trying so that he's there, so we can try and get him to come back or whatever, right?
We're talking about this situation here, and I would love to hear more about it. I would love to understand, because if Mersh is out there talking shit about your kids, I'm going to be absolutely furious with Mersh.
Well, he flat out said,
keep in mind, Ethan's the one who got mad at Rackets' kids for not cleaning the house.
that he was going to take my son away from me and my daughter, actually. And his
How would you do that?
a declaration against me in California family court to do so. I have a hearing on.
I don't want to get into any of this personal stuff. Like this is not. I'm not hostile to you, man. Not at all. I want nothing but like you and I have talked about in private. I got nothing but hope that you.
Well, I told you she was a snake, and I told you why. I didn't go into every single detail she told me about you, but you know.
Yep, you said that. I heard you, man.
But you're still talking to this person.
Well, who I talk to, and like that's up to me.
That's true. Well, okay, it's up to me what I say right now, right?
I mean, I guess if you want to like have a thing about this, I'll just leave the show. I don't want to deal with it. Like,
are you scared?
I'm not scared of anything. This isn't the place for this, man. Like, I don't have anything against you at all. I want nothing but good for you.
Ethan's sitting there going, fuck. God damn. I really wanted that fucking fight to happen on my channel. I wanted everybody all across the sector to be fucking EVS. I wanted to get back on PPP and Warski's Kino Casino, man. Yeah, it just all got thrown out the window. And now I'm kind of fucked.
Well, it's kind of not feeling like that, Nick. I'll just be real with you.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you think is like going on. Just because I DM'd someone.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what she told me in explicit detail, and I have audio recordings too. But like,
Ralph, what does this have to do with Mersh? What do you fight? What does Rekieta have to do with the Mersh situation?
Well, he's involved with this whore who's lying about me, and so
I haven't talked to her about your family situation or what she's trying to do, man. So like, again, I don't know what you think I'm involved in. I'm not involved in it, like not at all. So I would prefer not to like go head to head with you on any of this because I don't have anything to go head to head with you on. Like I got no hostility towards you. I don't want this to happen between you and Mersh either. Like, I don't want this shit at all. Ralph, I'm not in that. And look, dude, I'm gonna peace out. So adios, guys. Later.
Oh, there goes Nick. All right. Yeah. Listen, I don't know. I got 3 guys who I'm friends with who are fighting right now. I was hoping like
I actually wasn't fighting with him, but like
he said he wasn't fighting with you, and he's just cool with you and stuff.
He says he's not fighting with you. But just wait. The fight came after this stream, the one between Ethan and Ethan. Here's Ethan's explanation. Well, here's Van Sciver's explanation for what happened.
He likes it.
How it's like when you had Ethan Ralph on the other day. It's like you can be as nice to that Ethan as possible, and he's just gonna snap at you for no reason.
Did.
Yeah, that's exactly like him.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that, but
Well, he did the same thing to Chrissy. Chrissy was nothing but nice to him, and then as he's leaving, he snaps at him because he's got to create that drama narrative to keep the drama going, and you didn't do anything to him.
She's talking to fucking Ethan. He's got to keep that drama narrative to keep the drama going. Yeah, the lack of self-awareness within Anna is what led to the cry stream just a couple of days. One day, actually, I think, after this.
I appreciate the idea that he's got to keep the drama narrative going. Like everybody's like, it's like, people accuse me of like, you're trying to find a target to make super chats. And it's like, no, I don't think so. I think targets find me. It's like, of course I'm talking about PTP and JDA and like, these guys.
All people that Ethan invited into his circle, right? I can find a target. Oh, you mean the guy I brought in here in the hopes that it would create some more drama like JDA the second time around?
Like Ethan Ralph, I think does seem to want to fight with people, and that's just
That's
like
his whole MO. That's his
Yeah.
entire show.
Yeah, I know. But I talked to him in private and we're cool. You know, it's like after that was over with, I got like a bunch of messages from him in private that were just like, hey man, yeah, listen, I just want to tell you everything that's going on. I'm like, hey man, I'm out of it. I don't care what's going on. Like that is so, like my show is romper room compared to your show. You know what I mean? Like when you coming onto my show was like, it was like, I'm exaggerating here, but it's like Charles Manson coming on Sesame Street. It was just like, it was way out of my pay grade, and like my audience didn't like it. It just felt wrong. Nick Recato was great though. Nick Recato was on there, and it was a little bit like old times again with Nick.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that Nick
Aw.
is back and he's looking like he's doing better and, you know, obviously not drinking and not doing the drugs. So that's really good.
She thinks he's not doing drugs, people. Anna thinks Nick Recado's not doing drugs.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, and by the way, like he left when Ethan Ralph came in because he felt like, look, I'm gonna, you know, this is not gonna go well. And then I was like, well, you know, I didn't know there was this conflict between the two of them. I thought it would just be fun to have them all in there. And then Ethan Ralph left, and then Nick came right back, and he just wanted to, you know, talk nonsense about Eric July, and it was great. And yeah, I really think he's making an effort to sort of reconnect with this community, which he should do, because, you know, for all the people that dislike him, here I think he's got a lot of people that still love him.
Real quick. Yeah, Angela. Shit, I just lost your chat. He only wants to talk about stuff in front of the masses for views. And according to Graham Nolan, that means he's a woman.
And that's why
everything.
I sent him a DM before the EVS show. And by the way, fuck that fat motherfucker. EVS is a piece of shit. He hasn't drawn anything worth a shit since Bill Clinton was president. So, you know, I don't even know, like, who gives a fuck about this fat fuck? You know, the other day, he's like, Recado's on here talking about you. And Recato wasn't actually talking shit at that time, but he knew what he was doing, trying to, you know, rile me up. And then he tried to act like he didn't know what was going on and all this. He's a lying fat faggot, one of the most duplicitous people online, and he can fucking suffer. That's what he can do. Fuck you, motherfucker. This is me saying this publicly. You're garbage. You're a liar. You're a fraud, and you can't do it like I can. You might can draw some bullshit Cyber Frog. Imagine buying Cyber Frog and enjoying. Like, I would rather commit live and hero here on air. Like, I just can't even imagine that. And, you know, so fuck him. Let's get that out of the way, and I'll talk about that more later. He's like
He's a
sharing
hollow-headed
DMs and stuff.
head. He's an idiot. I mean, there's nothing behind those eyes. I don't know if you saw this, Ethan. You would have loved this. I humiliated him live on his own air one time.
He's
he
the throat
invited me
goat
on his show.
You know, I don't know. I don't want to test him out against Ice Dancer. She wasn't. I wouldn't call her the throat goat though. So you know, I think he still holds the title. To be honest with you, but yeah, he's the throat goat. So I did see.
You guys, if you're interested in EVS lore, head on over to Behind the Dumpster, Behind the Pizza Place in Lodi, New Jersey, and you can meet the man for yourself. He does signings and suckings behind the T&J Pizza. So if you meet the throat goat in person.
But he always tries to do this, oh, I don't know what's going on. And he was obviously trying to set up a fight with acting like he didn't know what was happening, right? But the rant in Florida, she showed me her phone. She talks to Recato 24/7 almost, which is very strange, actually.
Why is Nick trusting all these like internet groupies? It doesn't make sense. Like,
bro, I told him literally the day before the EVS. And by the way, EVS, fuck you, motherfucker. You knew exactly what you were doing, you fat piece of shit. If I ever saw you, I'd slap the fucking piss out of you, you piece of fucking garbage. Piece of fucking garbage. Now, I'll leave that there.
Maybe you can do Knoxville too.
He's
like
a
you
piece
and
of
EVS versus
trash.
each other. That might
He
be
thinks
fun.
because he can draw shit and sell to 55-year-old pieces of also garbage who want to spend $300 on 5 different variant covers of Cyber Frog because this guy drew Green Lantern in like 1983 or some shit, that he's some big shot. You know what, motherfucker? You're a scumbag. I've been around a lot of them, and I've done some scumbag shit myself, and you ain't fooling me at all. You set that up the other night, fat piece of shit, and I saw you sharing my DMs and all that, you fat motherfucker. Well, by God, there'll be a day where you get your receipt, cocksucker. I guarantee you, bitch. Anyway,
I mean, if he could draw, maybe he'd finish Rome with the Bride.
Yeah, you know what?
Kickstarter's been like 2 years or something.
Yeah,
maybe he's too busy licking
he's a
urinals
fucking
while he's high on
scammer and a
crack. Who
loser.
knows?
Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. He spends all his days, and you know what? I'm not one to talk about drinking and drugging and all that. He gets drunk as shit, drunk as piss, goes to all these Phillies games, does all these streams, anything but draw. You know what I mean? And he sets up plenty of fucking GoFundMes or Indiegogos to suck more money out of these fucking retards who don't even get the fucking product. He's a fucking piece of shit. I believe anything. I don't give a fuck.
He did crack on stream with 2 trannies.
Well, look, I don't know. Look, man, don't get me serious. I don't know.
You can watch it.
I don't know anything about that. You know what? This guy, he tries to act like he's some type of holier than thou or some type of arbiter. He's a piece of fucking shit, dude. And he set that up. And he called me in. And he's like, Nick's talking about you right now. Now, it turns out Nick wasn't actually being hostile. He was just describing what was going on with me. And
not only was Nick not being hostile, Ethan is the one that brought up Ethan Ralph. Nick didn't even start that part of the conversation. Van Sciver did.
Mersh. But he set it up like when you hear something like that, Meme, Slur, Jesse, what do you think immediately? Okay, this guy's on here talking shit about me, right? So I come in there looking like, fucking John Wayne Gacy. Did you see the look on my face when I come in that stream? Like, I look fucking psychotic because I was ready to bomb. That's why he dropped out of the stream, because I was ready to bomb first, Tupac style, right there on air. And he didn't want any piece of that.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was old Ralph and Mel.
And by the way, he clearly was scared that you knew something because
I know something. Yeah, that's what. And talk for a second so I can fix my so I can fix my camera.
I don't know if you know this, Ethan, but he is on Twitter right now.
My question is, why is Nick watching if it's like 6:30 on a Saturday in Minnesota instead of spending time with his family? I mean, unless he's concerned about something.
Well, I'm just telling you, we had a very
just turn off the internet, old man. Go to bed.
I got a point to say on that too, but we had a poignant conversation about the whole thing, and I didn't want to do it, but I made the promise to myself, you know what, you either denounce these motherfuckers that are trying to keep me from my kids, and I did so much for you, and you, first off, you shit on me at the top of your career when I helped build your career. Me and Dick Masterson, without him, he's nothing as a streamer, period. And that's just the truth, and he knows it. And he said it, by the way. So when he was at his top 50,000 people, he's showing me fighting with the tranny and whatever and all this shit, the gun hanging out and all this as his like screen. And you know what? I let all that go. I forgave all that. But when he was at his lowest, I was there defending his fucking ass every single fucking day. I remember arguing with you.
I am going to take that little video that I just made, and whenever I'm feeling the need to just tell Ethan off, I'm going to play it for myself over and over and over again. Ethan Ralph sees what big a piece of shit Ethan Van Sciver is. Now, this could be kayfabe. Fuck if I know. It's Ethan Ralph. It's a good show. Either way, right? But I would like to believe deep in the empty, heart-shaped cavity inside my chest that Ethan Ralph understands that Ethan Van Sciver is complete and total offal. Because yes, Judo Joe Black, it takes one to know one. And I expect Ethan Ralph to have a really deep knowledge of this particular subject. Yeah. 'Cause, man, Ethan, you see him there on his fucking stream, clickety-clackety, doing his best Glenn Fitzhugh impression, right? And he's doing it, and he's typing off to Ralph. Hey, Rackets is saying shit about you, man. Rackets is talking about you. To get him on the stream because he wanted a big old fight, because he wants the clout and he wanted the super chats and he wanted that shit spread everywhere so people would come running to Comic Artist Pro Secrets to watch his shit content where he does nothing but talk about Eric July for stream after stream after stream. Oh, wait. He also mocks and says horrific things about the people he calls his friends. And if you're lucky, he won't share all of your DMs. Yeah. So, after all of that, have a tanuki. I think I need one in my life. I'm gonna figure out a way to get one. I want a raccoon dog. Really, really bad. I want a dog that looks like a trash panda. All of you have a fantastic night. If I have any time, if this post-stream dopamine ride is good enough, I'll try to finish up the kill stream stuff. Maybe I'll just do it and pretend to be a clipper and just post it to the channel. I don't think Mr. Ralph would mind. But you all have a great night. Thank you very much for stopping by, and maybe I'll see you next week.